Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to another Ask Me Anything stream. Okay, so we're going to start with our, who am I? First of all, I'm Rosemary, Nonny, Prosperity Minister. Support you in leaving behind the limiting stories and the pain of the past and rising victorious in your true design life. I like to answer these questions from time to time. I don't know, it's going to become less and less, I think. But for now, I like to answer these questions, so feel free to send me through them. Basically, and today's question is all about the relationship that somebody is having with workmates, okay, and how as she progresses, they seem to not so much, and they don't seem to like it, or something along those lines. We're going to talk about that anyway. In the meantime, we're going to start by singing the affirmation: "My life is going from good to better to the best," which is kind of quite relevant in this situation. Your life is going from good to better to the best. Are you going to apologize for it? I hope not. Here we go. My life is going from good to better to the best. My life is going from good to better to the best. My life is going from good to better to the best. Increasing prosperity is mine. Yes. My life is going from good to better to the best. My life is going from good to better to the best. My life is going from good to better to the best. Increasing prosperity is mine. I want that to be your affirmation for the coming days until we change it. Your life is going from good to better to the best. I don't even care what it looks like right now. It is going from wherever it is now to better and to the best. It's getting better, it's getting better, it's getting better. Increasing prosperity is your divine right. Absolutely. And I'm here to remind you daily of this fact. And that's what the page is about. That's what everything I do is about. It's about the deliberate millionaire pathway. Whether you want to be a millionaire or not is not the point. The point is to expand into greater prosperity in your relationships, your health, your wealth, and your work. So this question is all about workmates seeming to be, well, they claim that this person is competitive. They claim that they like her, but they seem to make these little subtle digs in conversation. Have you ever been in a conversation like that where you can see the smile on this person's face, but under it there is this feeling that they're not actually really smiling at you. They're trying to bring you down a peg or two. And for most people, when this happens, you almost feel like it's your fault, or you're wondering if you're making it up, or you're wondering if it's just all in your head. And maybe sometimes it can be. Let's be honest. Sometimes we do create drama in our own mind. Absolutely. But if it's with certain people and it continues to happen, even if you are creating drama in your mind, is it an energy that you want to be around? Okay, because there's a reason you feel that thing. Okay, some of it might just be that you yourself do not feel completely worthy of the things that you've created. And so there's a part of you that feels almost guilty for having as much as you do when they don't. And especially as a spiritual person, a lot of spiritual people feel this. They feel guilty for prospering. And so they're doing really well. You've done whatever you've done in order to increase your life. And other people have made different choices, or they have different circumstances. Who knows what? Yours is not to judge them. Yours is not even to be in some ways responsible for anybody else. It's not your responsibility what they're doing or not doing. So whatever they're doing. However, if it feels as though they are trying to bring you down as a result of the fact that you're doing well and they don't seem to like it, you don't feel apologetic about that. First and foremost, I would check inside of you. Do you feel guilty about prospering? Do you feel guilty that you have gone ahead of people that were your colleagues or your mates? Do you feel guilty about it? Okay, because if you feel guilty about it, if you feel in some way ashamed of how well you are doing, then yes, you will call to you people that will tell you that feeling is valid. Okay? So check within yourself. Am I feeling guilty? Do I feel worthy of what I have received? Okay? And work on that. Make sure that you yourself feel worthy. Lean into the divine. Realize that the divine holds nothing back from you and doesn't hold nothing back from anybody. So anybody who is willing to do whatever it takes, and when I say whatever it takes, I'm sure I don't mean go and do something horrible to somebody else. No. But if you're willing to do the inner work and the outer work of prosperity, then everybody else has the same ability to do the same things that you're doing. If they choose not to do it, it's not your responsibility. Okay, everybody's an adult, they get to do whatever they want to do. So first and foremost, check, am I feeling guilty about this? And is that guilty energy attracting to me people who then confirm to me that I should feel guilty? Because we are powerful creators. You will create whatever is inside of you. And then, but at the same time, guys, okay, don't use this as a thing, because then you get lots of spiritual people always continually asking themselves, is it me? Is it me? Is it me? Am I the one that did it? Am I created this? I've created that. Oh, how have I created it? And then your whole life becomes about judging yourself and no, please be done with that. Recognize that the key, even if you did create it yourself, even if you did feel guilty and therefore attract people that are going to make you feel guilty, you know what? You still need to just lean into the divine and recognize that your source is not outside there. You still lean into the divine and say, you know what? My life is going from good to better and to the best. Anything that is unlike my energy is going to fall away from me. And so allow relationships that are not supposed to be in your life to fall away. Allow your life to continue expanding and just continue feeling loved, feeling prospering, feeling wealthy. Continue to feel the good feelings. And those that don't like it will fall away from your life, okay? Those that do like it will stick around. And the thing is, have no fear, have no fear that somebody can do, I don't know, because, okay, I know this person is kind of African. If they're anything like the African I was brought up with, there's a part of me that's going to be afraid that someone's going to try and do some kind of black magic to you. Recognize again that as you expand your consciousness, as you become, how loved you are by the divine, that is your source. Nobody can take from you what is yours, okay? So there's no fear. Even if it appears as though someone is taking something away from you, I promise you, because of your consciousness, because of the fact that you're aware of where all of your source truly is, it will all return to you 100-fold. Whatever anybody tries to take from you will return to you 100-fold. So there's no fear. We need to cultivate this fearless attitude that knows that it doesn't matter what anybody thinks. You don't have to appease anyone. You don't have to keep anyone happy. You don't need anyone. You may choose to have people in your life, of course, but you don't need anyone. You are literally self-sufficient, but we choose to share our lives and be one with people around us, not because we need them, but because we choose them, okay? And so there's a difference in energy. There's a difference in energy, okay? And cultivating that knowing that your strength, your power, your wealth, your prosperity comes from within. It does not come from out there. Nobody can take from you what is already inside of you, okay? They can appear to, but it will be replaced just like that, and they'll be wondering, I tried. Let's just believe, for the sake of good, let's believe everybody has our best intentions at heart. It's best to live in that kind of place rather than always wondering whether somebody has bad intentions for you. Okay, so that's the first thing I would consider is there any kind of guilt inside of you? The only way to fix it is to lean into the divine. Even if there is no guilt inside of you, lean into the divine. Feel loved, continue to open up. Those that are not supposed to be in your life will fall away. And those that are supposed to be in your life will stick around, okay? So that's the fix for everything, is just to kind of know that you're loved and keep expanding into prosperity. The other thing, there was something else I wanted to mention here, which of course has just this moment left my head. Ultimately, I suppose I'm trying to say, don't apologize for being wealthy. It's not your responsibility to help everybody else be wealthy, because everybody else has the same exact power that you do. Don't allow anyone to make you feel as though somehow you didn't deserve it. You did. You can't ever really create anything that is outside of your awareness, if that makes any sense. There was something else I wanted to say. Yes, something else here. The something else is this. As you continue to expand your consciousness, as you continue to feel wealthy and successful, there's also a tendency, if you don't feel deserving of it, or you feel guilty for being more prosperous than the people around you, is that you're holding on desperately to the relationship with these people. And I would say, and there's almost this, like I've seen this happen quite a lot, and it used to happen to me, I won't lie, where I knew I was going to another level, but because I felt bad almost about leaving everybody else behind, I would desperately be trying to hold on to them and hold on to their friendship and hold on to whatever. And in doing so, because ultimately I was a bit scared of what is the next level? Who are the people at the next level? Maybe they will look down on me. maybe they will think that I'm not worthy of being there. Maybe they'll see through me, okay, and see that I'm not actually as successful as I'm trying to pretend that I am, or something along those lines. And so then you end up trying to hold on desperately to people who are trying to leave your life, okay, because they are angry with you for prospering, but you are staying there trying to pull them up, or you're trying to be in relationship with them because they're your comfort zone. But you're being called to a whole new level. And so you may need to leave those friendships behind and start opening your eyes to people who live with a more empowered consciousness. And it may really feel as if you're shifting all of your friendships, and all the people that you know are almost like leaving you behind. And it might feel like you're going to be alone. And so that again is when people then start trying to hold on desperately to people who are trying to live their life. Because when you're at a higher level, a higher consciousness, a higher feeling of wealth, or anything in any area of your life, the ones that are lower, and it's not horrible, and as much as people sometimes try to make it out to be some kind of horrible thing and snobbish thing, that the rich will only mix with the rich, but the truth of the matter is, you don't feel comfortable anymore around people who are not ready or not choosing to grow. That's just the way it is. And because you want to continue growing, you will ultimately, if you allow it to happen, you'll find that people who don't want to grow will leave your life. But then because they're your comfort zone, you find yourself trying to hold on. And so you're trying to stop yourself from growing because you're trying to take everybody with you, but you're not responsible for everybody. Everybody gets the same choice that you do to decide, am I going to prosper? Or am I just going to talk about prospering whilst doing the same old things, telling myself that I can't do anything, and it's not my fault, and that person has done something horrible in order to prosper, and all that kind of horrible energy that sometimes is found in people who are refusing to grow, try and find any kind of reason why they cannot grow, but you must have done something horrible in order to be growing, in order for you to be prospering. You don't want that kind of energy around you, but it might be the energy that you're comfortable with. In which case, again, lean into the divine. It's the answer to everything. Love yourself, love the divine. Love yourself, love the divine. Love yourself, love the divine. Everything else will fall into place if you would do that. Love yourself and love the divine. It's the simplest things you can do to create the life that you absolutely desire. So I hope that makes sense, guys. I hope that makes sense. So yeah, people may, as you choose to expand, people will, in fact, there's almost no doubt in my mind that there will be some people who may not like it. Now, for one, you can just choose not to see it. Remember, the divine is your source. The divine is your source. Just look within. Forget what anybody else is doing around you. Those that are supposed to come with you will come with you, and the rest will go. The end. Keep it that simple. Don't try and overanalyze. Don't try and whatever. Yes, as you're growing, if there's any guilt or shame or something inside of you, it will automatically be filtered out by love. Okay, it will be as you are exposing yourself to love, the love of the divine, it will start to get all corrected and sorted out anyway. So your biggest task here is just love yourself, love the divine. Love yourself, love the divine, love yourself. And when I say the divine out here, really it's inside of you. So it's inside of you and all around you. So so just love the divine, love yourself, and let everybody else be on their own journey. Let everybody else be on their own journey. Whatever they're going through, it's whatever. Okay, that's my bit there. So share this with somebody else. Share with somebody else. And if you are ready to continue leveling up your way of thinking so that these kind of things don't phase you, come into the Abundance Library. And come into the Abundance Library, invest in yourself so that you can leave behind the limiting stories of the past and rise victorious in your true design. It's the Abundance Library. It's the place to begin. Message me the word abundance so I can get you all the details so you can go and join in. Okay? And share this with someone else. And let's finish by singing the affirmation. My life is going from good to better and to the best. My life is going from good to better and to the best. My life is going from good to better and to the best. Increasing prosperity is mine. And again, my life is going from good to better and to the best. My life is going from good to better and to the best. My life is going from good to better and to the best. Increasing prosperity is mine. Woohoo! Increasing prosperity is yours. I decree it. It is done. It is yours right now as long as you are willing to claim it. Are you willing to claim it? Are you willing to claim it? Are you willing to claim it? Okay. Until the next time, my loves, much amazing love. Go forth and prosper. It is your divine right. Share this with someone else.